I feel like this is like the seventh, eighth Hangover Monday straight, right? Something like that.
Something like that.
All right, let's get to it, y'all.
Get that in.
Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. You guys know what time it is. Welcome once again. Me, my brother Hammer in the building. Hangover Mondays in full effect. Nasty, nasty work. 7-game losing streak. We're going to talk about it, but real quick, salute to everybody here in the building. Whether you're watching on Hammer's channel, my channel, it doesn't matter. We just appreciate every single one of you guys. Break them thumbs, wipe them feet, hit that subscribe button. If you guys are not subscribed yet, salute the Green Dot Gang in the building. If you guys want to become members of the channel, we both have our memberships pinned up top. Definitely, we appreciate every single one of you guys for supporting us endlessly. As always, man, salute to our proud sponsors. Also, over at BetUS, this live stream is powered by BetUS. Head over there, get 150% bonus off your first deposit, 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits by using promo code YouTube150. Fastest payouts in the industry, up to $2,000. You guys do not want to miss out on this offer. Once again, salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. And Ham, you got something to say?
We got a new one, y'all. Fresh off the presses, we are now locked in with the Coldest. Go figure. I've had this bottle for a while. They reached out yesterday. Guys, Black Friday is here. You're looking at up to 60% off your purchase and some gifts as well. Use promo code Hammer's House. The website is coldest.com/Hammer's House. Appreciate you.
Those bottles, bro, they definitely got some of the coldest ones in the game, no pun intended.
And it stayed cold for 36 hours. I love this damn bottle.
And definitely tampering. Action-packed show today, you guys. Coming off another brutal loss last night to the Denver Broncos at home at Allegiant Stadium. They swept us this year after us owning them in recent memory. 29-19. We're going to go over some good, some bad, some ugly. Give away a few game balls, and I definitely know you're going to be excited about one of them that I want to give out because this is definitely one of Hammer's guys. Just Nick, I don't know what you mean by this O-line being cheeks. I believe they only gave up 1 sack yesterday with Gardner Minshew, and they've been getting constantly better week in and week out. So I'm actually excited about the direction of this O-line. I think they're a lot better with Joe Philbin calling the shots without James Craig in the building. So, but we'll talk about that as well, man. Let's get to it, man. How are we feeling after yet another loss? 2-9 right now. There's a lot of rumors and rumblings going on about what we're going to do, our direction at the quarterback position. For those who don't know, Gardner Minshew is officially out. He broke his collarbone, out for the season. I don't believe in any world that he's going to be back with the Raiders next year after this nasty, nasty year in Las Vegas. It looks like Aiden O'Connell, you guys, will be doing a walkthrough with the Raiders tomorrow. So he may be available this Friday. I don't know if you guys got an opportunity to check out Antonio Pierce's presser, but he's designated to return to practice. So from injured reserve, and he will participate in tomorrow's walkthrough. So it may be Aiden O'Connell's season this Friday, or we may get another look at Desmond Ridder. And we know what that's looked like as a recent memory. It's been pretty bad. How are we feeling right now with Gardner out and Aiden O'Connell potentially coming back? I think, man, it's kind of scary because I feel like Aiden is just good enough to potentially get us a couple dubs.
Yeah, and that's what I'm nervous about right now. Look, guys, we've talked about this, and neither one of us are going to shy away from how we feel right now. I think a lot of you guys share the same sentiments.
Yeah.
We lost 7 in a row. We're really not playing for anything right now. Yesterday, I can't say anything negative about yesterday. Not really, anyways. They did compete. They competed to the very end, unlike a team that's currently in front of us for the second overall pick in the New York Football Giants that just look like complete ass, and that whole organization has turned into a complete shit show. But at least we're fucking competing.
Did you see what happened, though? I don't know if this is true. I got to go look at the whole strength of schedule thing. But if the Baltimore Ravens somehow, some way beat the Chargers today, we jumped the Giants because of strength of schedule. So we needed the Philadelphia Eagles to win. They beat the Rams, and then we need the Baltimore Ravens to beat the Chargers. So it looks like we may jump the Giants if Baltimore can find a way to win the Harbaugh Bowl.
Come on, John.
Yeah. So salute to Dan as well, man. He said just announced AOC is back to practice. So there you go. So I knew he was in the building. I didn't know if he was out there, actually participating, but I know it looks like AOC should be here, definitely ready to go here soon. So, and you guys, I don't think that Aiden is the answer. I don't think that Desmond Ridder is the answer. For sure, Gardner Minshew is not the answer. And there's a lot of rumors and rumblings right now. Daniel Jones has officially cleared waivers. It was announced today. I know essentially it happened this weekend, but he is free to go anywhere he wants. That contract, hands washed. Giants got to eat that. It looks like the Niners may be a team interested in bringing him in. They have a shit ton of injuries right now. Brock Purdy's down. They had, I think, Brandon Allen playing quarterback against the Green Bay Packers, and they got annihilated. The Minnesota Vikings, they're another team that looks like they're in the hunt to potentially bring him in to back up Sam Darnold. Also, the Baltimore Ravens, another interesting team because, the Michael Vick effect, right? Vanilla Vick, the Lamar Jackson special. They want a guy that can use his legs just in case Lamar goes down. I can definitely see the connection there. And it sounds like he wants to go to a team who potentially can be in the playoffs. And Baltimore looks like they will be when they're all said and done. How you feel about Daniel Jones, and where do you think he ends up going?
I'm thinking about it now as you're talking about it. One team that I could potentially see, because we've seen another quarterback from New York go there and kind of revive his career, even as a backup, and see what he's doing now. And that's Sam Darnold with the Niners. I think he would be definitely fit there. Look, Purdy was a 7th round pick.
Yeah.
You already know the full story. Dude is legit a system guy. No, I don't think any other team would have him as a starter right now. But he fits Shanahan's system.
And he has 1 year left on his deal on like a $1 million type. Like they can wash their hands of that.
Be on average when this contract's up. Like Jones, I think Shanahan could most definitely revive his career, and I think it would be a good fit as a backup with Purdy being down right now.
I can see him definitely going to the Niners. That would make sense with Shanahan. He's like the QB whisperer. Yeah. I can see Minnesota as well with Kevin O'Connell out there. Phenomenal offensive mind has definitely turned Sam Darnold's career around.
Yes.
And he'll be a free agent this offseason. And if he can somehow, some way turn Daniel Jones into at least this year's Sam Darnold, he'll save a ton of money next year because Sam Darnold's not going to be owed anything. Sam Darnold's going to get a bag somewhere else. Yep. So it would make sense for Minnesota to bring him in. If J.J. McCarthy's not ready to go next year, they already have that bridge guy already in the building. I said it was going to be Minnesota. I definitely know that we may at least just sniff around the situation and see what it is, but there's no real reason to bring him in when you already have 3 quarterbacks on this roster: Desmond Ridder, Aiden O'Connell coming back from an injury, and Carter Bradley on the practice squad. So is he an option next year potentially? Definitely, especially if he comes in and plays for a team down the stretch and performs pretty well. Then maybe we look at him once again in the offseason when he becomes a free agent again. But I don't know. I think he's going to end up in Minnesota, or like you said, in Santa Clara with the 49ers. Maybe they try and save their season. They're hurting right now. They are reeling right now. Injury after injury after injury. And you love to see it, man, because I can't stand the 49ers. So, Mateo, fellas, JT the Brick is talking about getting a veteran quarterback and solidifying a line next season. He won't talk draft at all. He's smoking D&D. Salute to Mateo, and salute to our guy, JT the Brick. JT is such a good dude in real life. And to be real with you, Mateo, he loves this team. But he also understands that in years past, this is the way we have operated. This is the way we have operated. Go out and get a veteran guy, hope that he can be a guy that can turn the franchise around and not draft a guy. You know what I'm saying? We got to change this. With Tom Brady in the building now, I think Brady understands the NFL is a totally different ball game now. You have to have a young guy that you can develop and a young guy to be that centerpiece of your franchise. I don't want to go the veteran route again this offseason. Hammer. It's not worked out for us in recent memory. It just hasn't. We have to go identify our guy. Now, if we draft one in the first round, we get a Shador, we get a Cam, I have no problem bringing a veteran in and sitting them for a year to allow them, to get adjusted to the speed of the game. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. How do you feel about Daniel Jones in Las Vegas? Or Aaron Rodgers next year, which I don't think that happens.
Rodgers isn't going to happen. You and I had that conversation yesterday. I honestly, if I had to go between 3 quarterbacks right now, if it was a vet, I would probably bring Sam Darnold in for a year as a bridge gap.
Okay.
Look,
we have to have a great offensive mind, though, at the coordinator spot, or not, or Sam Darnold's going to revert back to what he was.
Like Aaron Rodgers going in the next season is going to be like 41 going on 42.
Yeah.
And we see what his huge decline. He hasn't thrown for over 300 yards in over 30 games. Like, think about that, y'all.
Yeah.
I just, no. That's a hard pass. Daniel Jones, again, I've had my jokes about this from the time he got drafted. Who the fuck drafts a quarterback in the first round out of Duke? Eli's passing camp. That's a cool story, bro.
The New Jersey Giants do, Hammer. The New Jersey Giants. Salute the True Raider podcast. Sincere high stakes McCormick. My guy hit me up last night on Instagram, thanking me and shit. Salute to Sincere, man. My guy. I'm very happy that he got an opportunity to go out there. I'm still just pissed though, Hammer, that the kid was out there balling and you only give him 5 carries. He had 33 yards on 5 carries. You got to keep feeding the hot hand. It's irritating to me to hear AP go into these pressers and say Sincere has earned more reps. Motherfucker, he earned more reps yesterday. The first one he broke off for 11 yards. Feed him. Feed him after that. Feed him. Continue to feed him. And it wasn't just the 11-yard effect, Hammer. It was the way that run was developed. Finding that hole. Burst right through it. Like, that's something we haven't seen from these backs all year long. Like his vision is there. He seems pretty elusive. If you watch his tape, at the collegiate level, he's definitely elusive. But I'm just excited, man. Feed him, man. Feed him.
I'm telling you, like, I'm looking at it. Like, how old is Amir Abdul? Like 34, 35 years old, something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Come on. And then the other 2 backs you had in front of him on the depth chart, they really are not good. Look, they both are ass. And I said it yesterday, looking back over the last maybe 2-3 weeks, it's not the offensive line. Granted, I would love to upgrade our interior offensive line. I'm not too concerned about the tackles right now. But our running backs, for all the people that were saying that the running back position was highly depreciated over the last few years, look at Derrick Henry and what he's doing in Baltimore.
Hammer.
Look at what JJ is doing.
I am going to kill your narrative, brother.
What Saquon did yesterday.
I am going to kill your narrative off so quick and so fast.
Go ahead.
I agree. They're all 3 playing phenomenal. They went to 3 teams that were already about to win and needed that running back to take that next step. They went to 3 great teams coming from 3 terrible teams. Saquon is playing behind one of the greatest running O-lines in the NFL right now. Derrick Henry has one of the most high-octane offenses in the NFL right now. Josh has a way better team in Green Bay right now. These 3 guys, if they stuck it out with the Giants, with Tennessee, and with Vegas, they would not be looking like they're looking this year, bro.
Didn't Philly lose 2 of their best offensive linemen last year? Like, didn't 2 of them retire, and Kelsey and one other guy? And look at what they're still doing right now.
But they drafted well. They replaced those guys.
Right. And this, like, looking forward, that's why I'm saying we have to address the interior of our offensive line moving forward. We need to get a legit number 1 running back.
Yes.
Stop using these dinosaurs.
I agree, my brother. And salute to Adam. For those, I talked to Dylan last night. He hit me up and said, I actually sent him a text during the game while we were doing our watch party. He said, I appreciate it, man, but we need to win. Like, simple and plain. He said, our time will come, but I appreciate you, Graphic. We have a young team. We're going to build this thing to something great. Don't worry. And then we're talking about doing a show potentially tomorrow. So he said, let me check out the schedule tomorrow and see if he can find a time in the afternoon. Is that cool? And I just sent him a thumbnail and said, run it. So We may have Dylan on the show tomorrow. Definitely want to talk about that kick return and definitely want to talk about what Sincere looked like. And I also want to get a better idea of why he didn't get any reps at the running back position as well.
You know he's not going to answer that. He can't. He can't.
Well, and I did tell him too. I did say, and just know I respect you enough to not ask any crazy shit. He knows that. You know what I'm saying? So
we saw what's his face's presser, if anybody did. Malik Neighbors yesterday. Man, that rookie is fucking pissed.
Yep. Yeah, he's mad, bro. He said, "Hey, we're down 30-0, and I finally get a chance to. Hey, you got to holler at the ball about that, bro. Hey, man, hey, what do you say? The dabs or whatever? I forgot how he said it, but yeah, but hey, he's sick of that shit up there, bro.
He said it wasn't DJ. DJ wasn't the problem, so y'all fucking tell me.
Yep, facts. Salute to Snake Fist, my dog, man. Greetings, Graf and Hammer. We need a running back as well as a quarterback. Wondering if you guys have any thoughts on Devin Neal, who put up 207 yards rushing to lead Kansas over Colorado. He reminds me of Josh Jacobs. He is a phenomenal weapon for Kansas. Snake Fist. That is definitely a guy that is on my top 5 list in terms of running backs in this year's draft, for sure. I think that he's playing, especially with there's not a lot of talent on that roster. I think they only have 3-4 wins this season? I could be wrong.
It was like Kansas.
Oh yeah, they were the underdog against Colorado, and that Colorado defense just absolutely shit the bed. But Neal looked phenomenal. Daniels, the young quarterback, looked good as well. But bro, he's definitely a guy I would take a look at in that second or third round if we're going to upgrade the running back position in the draft, which I think we will. So, but definitely, Snakefish, salute to you, man. Appreciate you on the $10 special. As always, salute to the damager. Tom Brady's going to fix Minshew's collarbone because he can fix everything, apparently. I want to see Carter Bradley. Helps future assessment in our draft hand. You know what's funny, damager? At 2-9, AP said something to the effect today on the presser of the next 6 weeks, we're trying to win ball games. We're not tanking like everybody's saying. We're trying to win every game, which is sad if that's the truth. It's absolutely sad. And I think that you look crazy even saying that right now because this just looks like a shit show. But basically, he's going to use these next 6 weeks to see what players, in a nutshell, this isn't verbatim, which ones will work and which ones won't work. Well, let me ask you this. Why is Amir Abdullah getting more burn than a Sincere McCormick or a Dylan Lowry yesterday at the running back position? I need to know this. I want to know, if you're trying to use this time to evaluate, why do you still have Gardner Minshew in there? Bro, it's like every week, you guys know this. I don't hate AP, man. I love the human being. I think he's a phenomenal human being, and I think he's a great motivator in that locker room. I just feel like sometimes his football IQ just isn't there in terms of the coaching aspect of things. You say that, and you continue to throw Gardner Minshew, who struggles like crazy, and then you put Amir Abdullah out there when you have 2 young guys that you could take a look at that are pretty much essentially on rookie deals. Sincere was a UDFA, so you have him for the cheap. You can bring him back next year, and he could be a weapon for you. Dylan, sixth round, he's cheap as hell. Run these guys. Run them. What are we doing here? I would have rather seen Desmond Ridder or Carter Bradley out there and us lose by 90 if that was the case, but at least get an opportunity to see what these guys look like. I just don't understand the thought process behind this.
You can evaluate all you want. Like at the end of the day right now and come to season's end, like your ass is being evaluated right now as well. Like, what are you evaluating? Yeah. Your ass ain't going to be gone come Black Monday.
And see, I don't think they're going to jump the gun. I don't think that. I think that, they want to get through the season. I do believe that they want to have, an opportunity to speak to every single one of these coaches once the year is up and kind of see where they go from there. I don't agree with moving AP come Monday. I don't care if we lose by 90.
Black Monday, like when the regular season's over.
Yeah, you're right. Nope, you're right. At that point,
like, what are you evaluating for then right now? Like, and clearly, like, look, the one thing I can give him credit for right now, he's being a little bit smarter when it comes to calling the timeouts finally. It only took him fucking 10, 11 weeks into the season.
Well, maybe he stopped listening to Matt Sheldon. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe he stopped listening to the guy that he goes to for game management. I agree with you. We said it during the games that the timeouts are starting to get a little bit more. You're like, okay, I like that. What is the word I'm looking for right now? I'm drawing a blank right now. not game management, but situational football.
Yeah.
He's starting to kind of grasp it slowly but surely. These last 2 weeks, it looked different without Lou Getsy out there. Maybe there's some better communication there in terms of the offense now with Getsy gone.
I heard hearing Wasted's rant yesterday, and like, is 1,000% correct. Why the fuck didn't you just have Scott Turner as your OC from the jump?
Bro, why the fuck did they not make him the OC last year? This is the problem that I continue to have with this team. You make Bo Hardigree the offensive coordinator last year, right? And this was a decision from who?
AP?
I'm assuming, right? Because Josh McDaniels was fired. AP took over as an interim head coach. I'm assuming that he said, let's make this guy the guy when Bo Hardigree has no experience as an offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. Now, Scott Turner has a few years under his belt with the Commanders as an OC. If you would have allowed him to have last year to call this offense and let it roll over, we'd be looking at something totally different here. Some continuity and a chance to see what it is. Because now Scott Turner's gone at the end of the season. We're gonna bring in another offensive coordinator, and once again, the revolving door there happens once again.
That's the thing. Like, me and Wasted were actually talking about this earlier this afternoon, and it's bothering me from the standpoint of I'm looking at our young guys. I'm looking at Michael Mayer. He's about to go into his third year.
Yep.
Third different system. Brock Bowers will have to learn a new system in his sophomore year. JPJ, probably a new blocking scheme in his sophomore year. Like, that is not good. Aiden O'Connell's going to be here for another 2 years after this season. He's about to learn his third system as well. That's not a good fucking look, man.
Yeah, it isn't. It isn't. And I do believe they're going to clean house. I do believe they're going to clean house. And if you do, let's just say you don't. You have to find someone better on the offensive side of the football calling the shots.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to, man. Look, much respect to the Turners. These past few weeks, the offense has been a little bit more exciting, a little bit more easier to watch, yes, right, so to speak. But it's still not great. Back-to-back weeks with 19 points, that's not going to get it done in today's NFL. And I understand, we don't have a quarterback. I understand that there's still some, the running back position is beat up right now. There's a lot of missing pieces right now. But you have to bring in a guy, man, that is just a young mind that can come in and design these new look. I'm sick of watching us do the same thing over and over, and watching like the Andy Reids, the Ben Johnsons of the world. They keep designing these phenomenal new look plays that we haven't seen.
But I don't mean to cut you off, because you're talking about a coordinator and a head coach, and this was another conversation that me and Wasted had earlier in terms of this. There's like a handful of head coaches in the league right now that can call an offense and are successful with it. And I'm talking about guys like Andy Reid, like Sean Payton, like, did I say Sean McVay?
No. He's phenomenal.
You have to take into consideration as a head coach, and a lot of people don't really seem to understand this. The head coach may be the face of the franchise right alongside the quarterback, but they delegate everything else. They delegate the responsibilities to these other position coaches, to these offensive and defensive coordinators. There's very few that can call one side of the ball and be incredibly successful doing it and have a team that's continuously winning with it. We don't have that.
Tom McVay, Kyle Shanahan, Kevin O'Connell's of the world. And those guys are essentially young-minded guys, bro. Look, a lot of these coaches are old.
If we bring a guy like Ben Johnson in, are you going to be calling the offense? And how is that offense going to be? Are we going to have the right pieces? If that's the case, then cool. But if you're going to be your typical head coach, then get somebody that's going to do the job as a head coach the fucking right way, and have somebody that has worked his way up the ladder.
Yeah.
From passing game coordinator to quality coach to this coordinator to that coordinator. But have somebody that has the experience and deserves that spot as the next head coach.
I agree, man. Salute to everybody here in the building, as always. For those who are just joining the show, man, make sure you guys wipe them feet, break them thumbs, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. So yesterday, you guys, we got some help from the Tennessee Titans. They went out there and beat the Houston Texans. We're at 3 right now with, I forgot how many games we have left here. About 6, 7? 6, 7 games left.
2-9.
7 games.
6 left.
Okay. 7-game losing streak here. The Giants, they threw in the towel, lost 6 straight. Jacksonville losing 4 straight. It looks like they'd probably, if they stay at 1, they're probably going to take Travis Hunter, the best player in the draft.
Yeah.
And if we can remain here, we have a good chance at Shador or Cam, regardless. Giants are going to take a quarterback. And once again, I don't know how true this is, you guys. I have to look this up. But if somehow, some way the Baltimore Ravens win today, I'm seeing this all over the place on Twitter, Instagram. If somehow, some way Baltimore pulls out a dub against the Chargers today, we'll be at the 2 spot because of strength of schedule. We hop over the Giants. So we could potentially be at 2 tonight. And I got to look that up. I'm going to look that up while we're doing this live. But if all the rumors and the hype is true about that, hey, man, we may be at the number 2 spot. And then we have our pick of it later. But Jacksonville may try and sell that number 1 spot. You never know.
They're going to fucking act like that's the other thing. Because I've thought about this in terms of the season were to end today, and this is where we finished, right? We know who Jacksonville is ultimately going to get. They're not looking for a quarterback. They are still going to want a shit ton of draft capital for years to come for us to get that number 1 spot and get Shador if that's what we're trying to do. Is Telesco going to want to do that this time around or not?
Yeah, and we shall see. But the thing is this, you guys, it looks like we're well on our way to a top 3 pick here. And, especially with Gardner down now, and let's just say Aiden isn't available to go this week. It looks like Desmond Ritter's going to be out there, and we're probably going to struggle mightily against the Kansas City Chiefs on the road on a short week. You know what I mean? So it looks like, to be honest, we may be number 1 for a couple of days, Hammer. You lose to the Chiefs. We got 2 days ahead of these other teams. We'll be at number 1 for a few days. So yeah, we can enjoy that, right? I hope we get a thank you God tweet come Black Friday.
Look, if this whole thing is true about the Ravens beating the Chargers tonight, I think we will see another tweet come 11:35 Eastern right after that game. Thank you, God.
There you go. But yeah, there you go, man. According to Tankathon, you guys, we are at number 3. And once again, I don't really truly know about this rumor that's going around that the strength of schedule if we lose, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if this is true. I'm just seeing a lot of people talking about it. So, but either way, regardless, we'll be at 3. Whatever happens tonight. Even if that rumor is not true, we'll still remain at 3. And if we somehow, some way go out to Arrowhead and lose, which I believe is going to be I think that's the reoccurring theme going around the Raider Nation right now, then we would be essentially at 1 until Jacksonville and the Giants play their respective opponents. Who does the Giants have this upcoming week?
I don't even know.
Cowboys, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, the Cowboys on Thursday, yes.
Oh, well, shit, then. So they have a chance to be ahead of us then regardless. Oh, shit. Hey, you guys, take away everything I just said. Take away everything. The Giants play Thursday. So regardless, we play after them.
Luis, that tweet came out after the Titans beat Houston.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's anything there. You know what I'm saying? But it's at this point, man, I don't know if Shador is just kind of messing around, trolling the internet. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But yeah, I hope the Giants beat the Cowboys. That'd be great. I mean, look, the Cowboys just went out there and beat the Commanders, a playoff team. So, Rap Sheet just reported we have the 2nd pick right now. Let me look this up.
Well, y'all got me all over the place tonight. Appreciate y'all pulling on up too.
Yes, sir. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, break them thumbs. Yeah, so this is where he has a look at Pelissero, a look at the top 10 picks in the 2025 NFL draft with 6 weeks to go. It has us at number 2, the Jags at 3, and the Giants at 1. I don't know. Okay, strength of schedule tiebreakers based on all opponents played to this point, not remaining games. So we're at 2 right now with the Jags at 3. The Giants strength of schedule 0.528, ours 0.541, and then the Jags 0.581. So it's really, really close in terms of strength of schedule and where we are. But we're essentially number 2. But regardless, we're essentially still number 3 because the Giants need a quarterback, if that makes any sense. Because the Jags already, I don't think they would take a quarterback anyway. So, but yeah, there you have it. They put it out there. We're essentially number 2 right now. It doesn't matter. Like I said, number 2, number 3, whatever. Here's what it is. Evil Missions graph. Look at the entire schedule. It's pretty winnable. I mean, bro, we're on a 7-game losing streak. Nothing is winnable with this organization at this point. We got the Chiefs. And then, yeah, we got a couple, we got the Falcons who I think they're a playoff team right now. If the playoffs started right now, they're in. Yeah, they're winning their division right now. So I think like the number 3 or number 4 right now. The Giants, we looked at it. Even Mitch, we actually looked over. Oh, you meant the Giants. Got you. Yeah, they do.
Our remaining schedule, we got KC, we got Tampa, we got Atlanta, we got Jacksonville, New Orleans, and the Rams.
There you go.
I'm sorry, not the Rams, the Chargers. I'm sorry.
So there you have it. I mean, look, there's only really maybe two winnable games for us. It's the Jags because they don't want to win, and then it's New Orleans. But I don't know if they're going to be playing for a playoff spot at that point because their division is so bad that maybe DC and them are playing for something. I could be wrong, but those are like really the only two winnable games at this point. Like real talk. So we're not beating the Chargers. We're not beating the Chiefs. I don't even think. I think Atlanta's playing for something. I think they beat us at home. Who else do we have? It's Saints, Jags, Chiefs, Chargers, Bucks, and the Bucks are going to whoop our ass. Even as unhealthy they are, they went out there and just wiped the floor with the Giants yesterday, and they're playing for something.
Looking at the Giants' remaining schedule, they got the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. They got the Saints, Ravens, Falcons, Colts, and Eagles.
Yeah, man. I mean, realistically, you damn near hope that the Jags end up taking the number 1 spot, because if they do, you can potentially move up and go get Shador if that's the guy that they want. You know what I mean? If the Giants get the number 1 spot, they can do whatever the hell they want to do. But if Jacksonville somehow, some way gets that number 1 spot and secures it, and let's just say they can move back to number 3 where they can probably still get Travis Hunter and pick up some future draft capital and some from next year, I think they would do that, right? It's like, so you mean to tell me I get to move back to 3, I still get Travis Hunter, and I get a shit ton of picks? I think Jacksonville will play ball game.
To get that number 1 spot, though.
What's up?
How much are you willing to give up for that number 1 spot?
It depends what Tom Telesco and Tom Brady really see from Shador Sanders. It really depends on what those guys see out of him and out of Cam. I don't really know at this point. I think we got to get through the combine. We have to get through, all the off season festivities, see where these guys are, and then get a better idea of it. But I don't know. I really don't know. Tom Telesco has not been a guy that has moved up a lot in his tenure as a general manager. So I don't even know what he's willing to give up. I don't. So Cap says at least 2 firsts and 1 second, and that probably would be. And you're only moving up a few spots. It'll cost you because it's a quarterback. They know we're moving up to get a quarterback, and there's going to be other teams potentially calling as well for these guys' services. So I agree. I think Cap, it may start right there, to be honest. Punchy says no need to move up if we're in the top 3. It just depends on who your guy is. Punch. If you want Shador, I do believe you're going to have to move up to go get him.
Just don't want that chance. I made my statement yesterday. I'm standing by that statement. But look, people change their ways as well. So I'm kind of nervous right now as it pertains to the New York Football Giants being in front of us right now as it stands. Like, I would not take a chance with that.
Yep. Real quick, once again, man, salute to everybody here in the building. As always, we appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank you for pulling up. We got over 900 people in the building. Wipe them feet, y'all. Break them thumbs. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. And real quick, let's pay some bills. Salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. Make sure to head over to get 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% bonus on your next 2 while using promo code YouTube150, up to $2,000, fastest payouts in the industry. Make sure to head over to BetUS. Tell them Graf sent you. Tell them Hammer sent you. Tell them Wasted sent you. Tell them Shieldmore sent you. Once again, salute to BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. And Hammer, what else you got going on over there?
Black Friday alert, y'all. This weekend, take a game to the next level with Green Gridiron. Enjoy exclusive deals on premium helmets, face masks, visors, and more. Don't miss your chance to grab pro-quality gear at unbeatable prices because greatness starts with the right equipment. Shop now and save big before it's gone. Another Black Friday deal up to 50% off. Check out greengridiron.com.
Greengridiron.com. Salute to them over there for believing in my bro. And as always, man, salute to everybody here. As always, we do need a quarterback, Jay Rader. I'm not saying that we don't, brother. This is not me saying to go. All I know is this. We have a guy that has historically took best player available. But I also think that they're going to feel the pressure, even if, let's just say Tom thinks that there's somebody else out there that's best player available. I think he understands the pressure to go identify the quarterback position. So I think regardless of anything, I think it's going to be a quarterback, period. Even if Travis Hunter's on the board, and I think that he's a generational player, the clear best player in this draft. But I think that they're feeling the pressure with Tom Brady in the building. Guess why Tom Brady's in the building, you guys? Yeah, he's a minority stake owner. Yeah, cool. He has a piece of the pie. Great. But he was brought in not only to be a minority owner, but to be a guy to help locate the quarterback. So I don't care who it is, who's on the board. It could be a phenomenal tackle. It could be the best defensive tackle available. I just do not see Tom Telesco passing up on a quarterback. Can it happen? Definitely can. If Tom Telesco, Tom Brady, and them say there's nobody here, we can get somebody in the second round. I don't believe in one of these early round guys. Could potentially happen, but I think there's no way in hell that they pass up on a top 3 pick, not going to get a quarterback. Simple and plain. If you need a quarterback and you have a top 3 pick, how in the hell do you pass up on getting a quarterback? Especially with 2 of them that I think are going to be really, really good at the next level in Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders.
Derek, I would not mind if the Giants did that.
What?
Giants may sign Darnold and wait for Arch.
And what did I put it on Twitter? Everybody said, you're tripping, Graf. Sam Darnold would never go back to New York. Look, I have him pinpointed to the Giants. I think he could be that bridge guy for them. Real talk. I think they pay him a nice chunk of change to come in for a year or two, 2-year deal, draft a young quarterback. I can see it. No one's paying Sam Darnold a 4-year type deal. It's not going to happen. You're going to give him the Gardner Minshew special. You're going to give him a 2-year deal and probably 20 per.
What did Mayfield get? Did he got a 2-year, didn't he? This past season? Or did he get 4?
He got an extension. I think he got over $100 million, right? I thought it was like a 4-year, 5-year deal somewhere. Don't quote me on that. Look up that deal. I want to see, but they extended it. They gave him a nice chunk of change. So to John Bailey, why can't Shedeur simply bypass the draft and walk on? I don't think that's. I don't think you can legally do that.
He signed with Tampa through 2026, so it was a 2-year deal.
Oh, okay, but he had an existing deal. They just added to it.
He was in the final year of his contract.
I thought they gave him a 3-4 year deal. See, yeah, everybody's saying 3-year, $100 million deal, 50 guaranteed.
Let me see.
Either way, he got a nice chunk of change.
Yeah, 3-year, 100 mil.
There you go, 3-year, 100.
Yeah, 50 million guaranteed.
Yeah, he's playing pretty well, especially with all those weapons that he got hurt right now. But Bailey, yeah, that's not you can't just do that, bro. You got to go through the process just like everybody else. Eli had to pull Eli, right, to get to the Giants. You have to go through the process.
There you go.
Salute to Ryan, man. Do you think we start giving extensions soon? That's a good question, man. Salute to Ryan Decker on a $2 special. What do you think, Hammer? We got a few guys. I think Nate Hobbs deserves one. I think you have to question if you're going to bring Merrick back. He's had a good year, contract year, so he's playing great. He's playing great. Once again, though, Nate Hobbs, the durability issues, man, it kind of scares me a little bit. That's why I don't think you give him top dollar to be your nickel guy moving forward. I think he needs to kind of take a hometown discount because year in and year out, it seems like he's just fighting battles. He's fighting to stay healthy. Spillane, I would pay him now.
Please re-sign that man. Please.
Yeah, pay him now. Why not? I mean, look, you went and drafted, Tommy Eichenberg, who I guess is not ready to go full time yet. But
he's a specialist right now.
Yeah, but you got Spill out there that is, it seems like every week he's leading us in tackles. He's going out there making big plays. You got to pay Spillane. But I don't know, Ryan. That's an interesting question. I don't know when they're going to start doing it. I would pay Spill now. I wouldn't allow him to even get to the market. Just take care of him now. He wants to be a Raider. He's already a captain, a leader in that locker room. Pay him now. Take care of the veteran. Bring him in now. Now, in off season, you can get back to the negotiation table and say, do I want to bring in Nate Hobbs at this number, or do I want to bring in this guy at this number? But yeah, man. Look, hopefully it starts soon. I would take care of Spill, and then I would also check in to see where Malcolm Kuntz is. Where's his rehabilitation at? Where
year though? I'm giving him a 1-year proof. I'm sorry. I've said that a couple of times from the time we knew he was out for the season.
Or give him a 2-year, but just have a team option on the second year.
You can do that too.
Yeah, and then if he plays well and he's healthy, then he already has a second year on his deal. I would do a 2-year, second year team option on Malcolm Kuntz, but there may be a team like a edge needy team like New England that may pay him a shit ton of money. You know what I mean? So you just never really know. So to my guy LV Goldie, Divine Diablo going to walk. I would let him walk. Goldie,
Yeah.
there's no way I bring him back. No, I'm not. What is that, bro?
That Cambodian breast milk, but we threw some pistachio in it this time. This shit is
Is it alcohol?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's coquito, but it's pistachio flavored one. This hits.
I want to ask you guys, man, how are we feeling thus far? And I like that DPH brought this up because I want to talk about him as well. You know, our guy East Coast Gridiron, he likes to throw bold shit into the universe. Look, I'm a big fan of Cam. You know, for those who don't know, he went to Rio Linda. He's a Sacramento kid, Sacramento State transfer, Arizona State. He's a running back. I think he had like 3 touchdowns this past week, over 100 yards rushing. I think he carried the football 30 times. This dude is a baller, bro. He is a baller. But he said that he is better than Travis Hunter. That's crazy.
Yo.
And I like Cam. I like him a lot. But he said that he's better than Travis Hunter. I said, holy shit.
That's a very bold take, my guy.
Yeah, and Arizona State's balling this year. They're balling. They're ranked, I think, 13, 14 right now. They're looking really good. But, I mean, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go. There you go. Yeah, I'm not going to say.
Did you see the end of the game? With
What game?
The fans running onto the
field.
field
The field goal post?
with a fucking second left in the game.
Yeah. Hey, man, look, Arizona State, I used to live on that street. I lived on that street where Arizona State is. I know all about that there's a lot of craziness that goes on that street. Let me just say that. And I guarantee they were all blacked out, drunk, and didn't know what the fuck was going on. So, yeah, I spent a lot of time over there selling albums, performing. It's a very, very historic place where a lot of people go there and get cooked in Tempe, Arizona. I'm telling you right now. Does Allure get drafted in the first round? No. Me personally, AL, I'm not going to take him in the first round. I think he's still a development guy. And there you go, Desert Mill Ave. I lived on Mill Ave, so I'm very much familiar. I lived out there for a year and a half. But I don't have Drew going in the first round. I have him like a second, third round guy.
You're probably realistically. You're only probably going to see Cam and Shador off the board in the first round. Like a lot of these experts, analysts, whatever you want to call them, they are shitting on this quarterback draft class. And that actually includes Cam Ward and Shador Sanders. But those will be the 2 that are out in the first round. The rest of them, you're looking second, third, and beyond.
I'm going to be honest, man. There's 2 names to keep an eye on, even though I don't agree with it. Jalen Milroe, I can see him in the Jets. They may need to get a quarterback if Travis is not ready to go. They're second round guy out of Florida State. He's a rookie this year, I believe, right? He'll be in the second year next year.
Yeah.
I can see them going to Jalen Milroe route. And it'd be absolute comedy hammer to see Devontae get a quarterback that runs the football more than he passes the football.
I'll tell you right now, any of these quarterbacks that go to the Jets, I wish you the best because your career is going to die and it's going to die quickly.
And another guy that I think somebody reaches on because of the measurables is going to be Carson Beck. I do believe that somebody's going to take him there. I know Drew is like 6'5", 6'6". He's a big body quarterback. Jackson Dart had a very, very bad game this past week. There's a lot of stock dropping around the league right now in terms of these young kids coming into the league. And a few of these guys, I love what Sanjeet said on Twitter. A few of these guys might go back to school. You know what I mean? To try and repair their reputation and put another year, in college to, raise their stock. And I can see that happening. I can see a few of these guys.
That's what Quinn did last year, battling the injuries that he went through. And this is why he's starting again. Like it could have been Arch the whole year. And then Quinn was like, nah, I'm coming back for one more year because he thought his draft stock was going to drop tremendously.
Yeah.
He's battled injuries again this year. I ultimately think you're looking at Quinn Ewers as probably a late second, early third round draft pick.
Hey, to be real, I think the best place for Allure to go, real talk. Hold on real quick. I think the best place for him to go would be Pittsburgh. I think that he can go there. Tomlin and company can develop him. Big body, kind of that Ben Roethlisberger kind of build, right? He's a local guy out there, Pennsylvania. I can see them potentially getting him at the end of the first round. I can see them getting him, sitting him, bringing Russell Wilson back for another year or two, and develop the kid. I can see that happening.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, keep him in the state and allow, like I said, allow them to develop him a little bit. I just don't think he's ready to go. I don't think he's ready to go yet. But
I'm gonna give you another potential free agent quarterback, since you just mentioned Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Would you bring Justin Fields here as a bridge gap?
Look, you guys, I've said this already. Look, man, and I'm not talking to you, Hammer. A lot of people have hit me up and said, yo, Justin Fields, I have him potentially being a Raider. I do. Like the thing is this, if you bring in a young guy like Shador, at least you have an entertaining quarterback in Justin Fields being your bridge guy. An entertaining guy can use his legs. You know, he's a questionable passer, but I can definitely see without Lil Gessie being in the building now, I can see them bringing him in and being that guy for a year. He's exciting. At least he'll sell some tickets for Mark. He'll win you a few games, but I would definitely bring him in.
I think if you bring him in and we in fact do get Shador, you're looking at a legit quarterback competition going into camp.
There you go. And Justin may not even win that job. So, you know, and that's a great backup situation to have there with the guy that has won a few ball games at the NFL level. Now, I know the few games that he won with Pittsburgh, that defense is phenomenal, dog. Like, he didn't really have to do too much offensively. They've been kicking field goal after field goal after field goal in Pittsburgh. But I still believe that he got something left in the tank. He's still young. The deal he gets, whatever he gets this offseason, is not going to be extreme. You know, he's going to get a 1-year deal somewhere. I can definitely see us potentially bringing him in. It's just like a 1-year bridge guy or a guy that can fight for that quarterback one spot with the rookie. I think, bro, to be honest, man, this may be the end of the whole Aiden O'Connell experience. I like real talk. Like if he comes out this year and battles it out and he's the guy moving forward for this next 6 weeks and he looks good, maybe we keep him around. But I mean, do you carry 3 quarterbacks next year?
No, and he's also not going to hurt us either because he's only averaging a little over $1 million a year. It's a 3rd-round pick. So,
but at this point, if you have a Justin Fields and you have a Shador Sanders, where does Aiden fit in the grand? You can cut him for essentially nothing, 4th-round money.
Yeah.
So, you know, but salute to AL, man, my guy. Salute to Ryan once again. Can we hit on running backs for next year? Man, dog, there's a lot of them. But I'm gonna be real, Ryan. I think this is the draft. This is the draft where Tom Telesco can't play those late round games. You got to get one in the first 3 rounds. Got to get one in the first 3 rounds. There's gonna be probably, I'm gonna call it 2 runs on running backs by the 3rd round. Not like clear runs, like back to back to back. We're gonna see guys flying off the board. You got to go get one of those, the Neals of the world. You know, the Johnsons out of Iowa, those type of guys. You have to look in those 2nd and 3rd round and take a flyer on one. But yes, I mean, you got to get one early, Ryan. I'm not doing the whole late round shit anymore. I don't want to play the 7th round games, you know, and hoping that these guys hit a UDFA 6th round. Don't do that. Go get one of these top backs. They'll be available there still in the 3rd round. Amarian Hampton, there you go, cable guy out of North Carolina, phenomenal talent. I think he could be really, really good at the next level. But I think those guys will be available there in the 2nd, 3rd, potentially 4th round. So, but I like Devin Neal too, and I do like Trey, the young kid out of Ohio State as well.
Moret, why do you think cutting AOC is a bad take? Have we not seen a list of quarterbacks over the last few years, and these quarterbacks were 1st-round picks that were cut?
Yeah,
we can go down the list, or they were traded. We can go down the list. Like, I don't think it's a bad look if we in fact cut him after only 2 seasons. Again, 3rd-round pick, backup at best. If we were to in fact get Fields in here, that would be a solid competition between him and Sanders for the starting spot. And at least you know you got a guy that has some starts under his belt. After playing 4 years in the league, he's been a starter for most of his career. He would be a solid backup for us.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing, you guys. I like Aiden, right? And I just don't think let me say this. He's not the guy.
No.
He's just not the guy. And the thing is, if you're going to draft a guy, you want a proven commodity to come in the building and be that bridge guy. Aiden can't be the bridge guy. He's not. You want to bring in a proven guy like a Sam Darnold. You know, I mean, I know people beat up Danny Dimes, right? AL, he's been to a playoff. He's been to the playoffs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to beat him up. I'm not a big Daniel Jones fan at all. I'm just stating the obvious that if you're going to bring somebody in that's been there and done that. And once again, I'm not saying that Daniel Jones has done a lot, but he's been to the playoffs. So, yeah. And I know Justin Fields hasn't really done anything, but he's part of a Pittsburgh team right now where I think, what do they have? 4 wins, 5 wins before they went to rest? I think they were already there at like 4 or 5 wins with Justin Fields at the helm. So I just personally, I don't think that Aiden sticks on this roster next year. Now, if AP returns, which maybe there is a good chance that he does, maybe they give him another year. Maybe AP says Aiden is my backup. Aiden's my guy. We're going to draft a young kid and let them fight it out. I could see it, Hammer. I don't agree with it, but I can see it.
You should have just fucking made him the starter going into this year. I don't give a fuck what you were paying Gardner Minshew. That was your guy last season when you took over as interim head coach. You had a record of 5-4 with him as your starter. You should have fucking kept it the same way it was.
Yeah, there you go, Ryan. Appreciate you. Yeah, they're like 4-2 when they brought him in. Definitely. Salute to East Coast Gridiron, our brothers in the building. We were just talking about you with Cam, my Sacramento brethren. You know what I'm saying? I was telling everybody that you said he was better than Travis Hunter, man. I was like, oh, shit. Never heard that one before, but Cam is definitely very familiar with his game. Sacramento legend, Real Linda legend.
John Bailey just asked who's more valuable, Justin Fields or Trey Lance? Who's seen more? Who's seen the field more?
Oh, yeah. You got to go with Justin Fields. Yeah. I mean, this guy was drafted early, never panned out. He's with the Cowboys. He didn't beat out Cooper Rush. I'm just saying you couldn't beat Cooper Rush, quarterback too, bro. Like, and mind you, if Shanahan can't fix you, who the fuck can? Bro, like this guy is a quarterback guru. And Lance he didn't play a ton of games going into the NFL. He didn't have a lot of football under his belt. You know what I'm saying? Like, so look, I don't want to beat the kid up. I just think that he was overdrafted. He shouldn't have went that early anyway. I'm actually shocked that Shanahan moved up and gave all that draft capital to go get him. I thought
John Lynch is doing, bro.
Yo, salute to East Coast. Yeah, Cam is the real deal to me. I would love to coach that dude. He scores TD and hands the ball off. Love that. Salute to East Coast Gridiron, my dog. He's definitely a baller, bro. He's definitely a baller. Let me see. If they keep AP, would you bring in Kyle? He's not, bro, Big John. Kyle Shanahan's never going to be a coordinator. He is a head coach, brother. He is a head coach. He's been to multiple Super Bowls. One as an OC, right? But he's been to 2 of them with the Niners where he's lost both of them. But he's had the Niners at the top of the league year in and year out. There's no way he's going to end up anywhere he goes. If he does leave the Niners, he will be a head coach, brother. He'll be a head coach. Salute to Carlos. Graf, it's time to start all the young guys just to see what we have. I agree, man. And I'm still waiting. Why is Trey Taylor not getting any burn yet? Why is our guy Trey not out there getting some real live reps?
Ask
like,
AP. You know what? You're talking about this right now, and something just clicked as you said that because we were talking about Sincere and Lauby as well not being utilized.
Mm-hmm.
We got rid of a guy that just didn't seem to know how to develop players, or felt, this guy is not ready to get any burn. Who brought AP in? Now you thinking like this dumbass? Come on, bro.
Man, at this point, man, stick to the script. All that we're not tanking, we're playing to win every game. What did he say? I think he said, if we could go 6-0 moving forward, we would go 6-0. For what? For what? To put us in the middle of football purgatory again and be literally drafting where we were drafting last year? Nasty work. Nasty work.
Fuck, man.
So, May Spitfire. Lauby had a great return yesterday for like a 50-60 yarder. So, and this is the thing. You have to give these guys reps. Football is repetition. Anyone that's ever played football, it's repetition. This is why you have to be disciplined to play football, Hammer. You know this. Practice, same shit over and over and over and over again. Repetition. There's a reason why people were saying he absolutely killed it at camp, why he was one of the standouts on the offensive side of the ball. You have to give the kid a chance to come back in and run it. I don't care if you fumbled the football once in preseason. Once, we're not winning anyway. Give the kid a chance to go out there and earn some real live reps. Look what happened with Sincere. Like, come on, man. The kid never had played it down in a real NFL game that mattered. And he went out there 5 reps for like 33 yards. Like, I'm just saying, God, man. Sometimes I question, bro. I don't know why. East Coast, I hope you're still in the chat, bro.
Yes.
Sometimes I question, bro, why some of us guys that just cover football, I feel like some of these guys that are in these buildings lack the football IQ that, like, how do we know more about what the fuck should happen than these guys? And I know ego and pride is attached to, this is my guy. I want it to work. I want it to work. This needs to be the guy. This needs to be the guy. Maybe AP is saying, nah, Zeus, we allow Josh to walk because Zeus is supposed to be the next guy. Ego. That could be the thing.
Wait. Who?
Oh, yeah. Zamir White. But I'm just saying, like, I just don't understand how some of us do homework on football. These guys actually live this. They're in the building all day, every day. They football at home, football at headquarters, football at Allegiant Stadium, football on the road. How? Like how in the fuck? Like, it's like, dude, like,
Giovanni, that is a valid fucking point. Derrick Henry doesn't do shit with 10 carries. You got to feed that motherfucker 18 to 25 times. That's a fucking fact. And we talked about that going into our week 2 matchup against the Ravens, because week 1, he was barely getting the touches he normally does. And we saw how bad they looked.
Yeah.
That is spot on, bro.
You're definitely right, Gio. We seen it early on in the season. He wasn't getting as many reps and he wasn't running the football effectively. Now he's at the top of the league in rushing yards right now. Him, Josh, and Saquon. I think Saquon's number 1 now, I believe, because he had a major night last night.
150 rushing yards.
Bro, 6. I had him starting in my fantasy, and that dog, he won it by himself. He won it by himself, bro. Look, I had Saquon give me damn near 50 points.
Fuck.
Yeah, like real talk. And DJ Moore gave me almost 30. East Coast. Well, it's a direct reflection of your team. When Travis Etienne fumbled in the end zone, the next series he scored on a 60-yarder. Coaches coach, and they believe in their guys.
There you go.
Yeah, salute the East Coast, my dog. The thing is this, Etienne did that. Zamir has never done anything to earn that number 1 spot as the running back outside of having it putting together a string of games last year where he looked good. I think 400 yards in the last 4 weeks, somewhere along those lines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he hasn't been proven to be the number 1 guy. I just think at this point, man, give Dylan and give Sincere all the burn in the world at the running back position and allow them a chance to earn spots on this roster moving forward. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be mad if Dylan ended up being our third down back for the future.
With that, and that's what I ultimately looked at. I looked at Lauby being 3rd or 4th on the depth chart going into the season on the 53-man roster.
Yeah.
Like, you're not giving this kid a shot.
You give him Amir's job. Amir's job.
Somebody said it in the chat. Like, yeah, he fumbled. He got fumbled getting fucking hit by one of the elite edge rushers in the league and TJ Watt. And what? That one hit, that one fumble, that was it for you? Like, you saw all you needed to see? Get the fuck out of here.
There you go. Salute to East Coast. This is facts. But I would be cool with having, like I said, Dylan B take Amir's job next year, third down back, right? And you have Sincere. If you give him more reps this year and he ends up being one of those guys, you can be a running back too. And then you can go draft another guy and he can be a running back 1. This shit it's not difficult, you guys. You know, I don't see Zamir being the guy moving forward. Alexander Madison's probably going to move on. 1-year deal. He's a free agent. I don't see us bringing him back.
No.
Like, you may have 2 of your future weapons on the offense side of the ball already out there, and you're not giving them real opportunities to win these starting jobs or win these jobs. It doesn't make any sense to me. And East Coast, that's facts, bro. Kept Abdullah in the game. He fumbled twice. Same guy. Make it make sense. And mind you, Amir is a veteran. Amir's been there. He's been in the league shit damn near longer than everybody right now in the NFL. I think he might be the oldest running back in the NFL right now, right? And so he doesn't need rep to motivate him and to find some momentum. These young kids are playing for their careers. They're playing for their livelihoods right now. Like, Amir's going to be good. Amir's played in the league for many moons now. He'll probably end up retiring in the offseason. These other kids are literally playing for their football lives. They may look, if they don't get an opportunity, they may have to go get regular jobs. Real talk. Careful, people. I'm sending a message about Loudby and spell checks.
8 years. He's been in the league for 8 years.
There you go. In a running back at that point, that's in 8 years is 16 years. That's crazy. And how old is he? 31, 32, somewhere around there?
He's up there.
Yeah, he's up there in age. Let me see.
93. He's 31.
Yeah, there you go.
31. He's been in the league for 8 years, bro. 8 years for a running back is actually like 24 years. You normally don't have shelf life that long as a running back in the NFL anymore.
And if he sticks around next year, he'll be a special teams guy somewhere else. I can see him potentially just being a guy that can come in and be that. And Cordell Patterson's not the same cast, but he said he's 33 years old, so he's older. But Cordell's not the same. He's like, is he like the third or fourth guy on the depth chart at Pittsburgh at the running back position?
I'm like that, and that dude is a hell of a lot. Body type wise, is a lot bigger than Amir Abdullah. I don't know how the hell Amir Abdullah's been doing it for so long.
But he's behind Najee and Warren for sure.
Yeah.
I have a hard time considering hits like that a fumble. It's a good defensive play. I mean, bro, you couldn't. How do you protect that? How do you stop one of the best defensive players in the game?
Solid punch out, and that was it. Like you can't.
Bro, it's like getting sucker punched to get knocked the fuck out. Like, what are you supposed to do? Bro, I didn't even see the motherfucker coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm not gonna look at somebody and say, yo, he got his ass whooped. If you snuck him, you snuck him. Like, nah, bro, it's not fair, bro. It's not fair, bro.
Fairness.
Bro, man, Dylan got sucker punched, man. He got sucker punched, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. Salute to the 1,000+ people in the building. As always, we love every single one of you guys. Wipe them feet, man. Break them thumbs. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. We appreciate every single one of y'all. As always, we're not out of here yet. You guys got a few more minutes. And once we're done, Wasted Talent will be live. Our brother, Shieldmore Brother, will be live over on his channel. So make sure you guys jump over there as well if you still want some more Raiders content. Let me see. If we want to pass, throw to Brock. If we want to run, hand it off to Brock. Problem solved. Hey man, let's get to the game yesterday because they held our guy down. You know what I'm saying? Like this was not one of those Brock games.
The team was not fucking around, man.
Oh no, they weren't.
Had Brock on lock.
And mind you, he was targeted 10 times though, Hammer. He was still targeted 10 times. He only had 4 catches on 10 targets. He had 38 yards. He still averaged 9.5 a clip, but he couldn't get rolling, especially in that second half. They pretty much bracketed him and locked him down. And at that point, you seen what the offense looked like, right? The offense shit the bed in the second half when they took Brock out the game. The offense just looked like it died a miserable death. I think we had 13 at the half, I believe, right? We scored 6 points in the second half, I believe, right? Were we at 13 at the half?
Was it 13?
Or was it 10?
I think it was 13. I
think it was 13. I think it was 13 points.
Again, the offense is so one-dimensional right now. You had Minshew throw over 40 fucking times.
Yeah.
That's not going to help. And what blew my mind was with the lead for Denver, y'all are still airing it out instead of just running the ball and eating the clock. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah. I was wrong, you guys. Minshew was sacked 3 times yesterday. So there you have it. Desmond Ridder wasn't sacked once, even though he was only out there for a few plays. So Minshew did go down 3 times.
Ridder was sacked. Wasn't he at the fumble?
They didn't count it. They didn't count it as a fumble. Oh, you know what? Or as a sack. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm lying. He was sacked twice. I was reading the total. I'm off right now, but we were 5 sacks yesterday in that game. Minshew 3, Ridder twice.
Yeah, Rob, absolutely. We saw that hit, and I'm just like, yo, like, I'm glad that Brock is a different breed, though, but I'm glad he got up as quick as he did.
I played Bowers and I had Kittle yesterday, Caps. I played them both. I had one as a flex, the other one at the tight end. But DJ Moore and Saquon won it for me. They won my week regardless. And I got Lamar still tonight. So regardless, I'm about to just deep fry this team. It's over with.
Yeah, I won. I don't think I have anybody for tonight.
So some gamers, you guys. We'll give out some game balls, and we'll also give out some what the fucks. Do we have our soundbite today, Hammer? What the fuck? There you go. We're gonna give out our first What the fuck? Gardner Minshew.
What the fuck?
Sacked 3 times. Missed multiple open wide receivers. In that first half, he looked okay. Then we already knew that pick was coming, Hammer. We knew it was coming. We knew it. And he wasn't that efficient. 25 for 42. He did have 230 yards on that phenomenal Denver defense, but he didn't look good out there, man. Gardner looked like Gardner, especially in that second half. Nasty pick to pretty much solidify the game for the Denver Broncos. What the fuck? Give me another what the fuck. Who do you have right now as a
Antonio Pierce?
Ooh. Give you a reasoning behind this.
Not going with these young kids, not giving them fair shakes. You have a running back in Sincere that was averaging 6 yards on average. You keep feeding that kid. Stop with the dinosaurs, man. You're trying to evaluate? Then evaluate the kids that you have here for the next 2-3 years. Not guys that are on the final years of their fucking contracts.
I love it. I don't really know. Is there anybody else that we can kind of give a what the fuck? I mean, honestly, I can't be mad at our running backs. They weren't afforded the opportunities to go out there and do anything. I mean, Sincere, we only ran the football 16 times yesterday. So I don't really know. We averaged 4.3 on the ground collectively. Is there anybody else? I mean, I don't know. What the fuck? I think you said it best. AP and Gardner Minshew. We can look across the O-line a little bit as well, because there was some struggles there here and there. I mean, look, honestly, man, I want to give the O-line a bunch of credit, but these quarterbacks were sacked 5 times.
Colton.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Steven Jackson, JPJ for that 15-yard penalty. But he's a dog, bro. I'm not going to beat him up over that for that one specific penalty, man. I'm not going to do it.
I love JPJ, but bro, if you're gonna do shit like that, then again, this is AP's fault. Let homeboy play both sides of the ball then, because that was some shit yesterday. I'm like, bro, you play offense. Why are you diving in to try to block somebody like that?
Yeah, what's funny, you guys? I want to give Divine Diablo a what the fuck award, but I can't because he had a reception for 34 yards. I want to be like, Divine, what the fuck, but I can't.
You know what? No, give it to AJ Cole and Divine Diablo for such a phenomenal fake punt pass that made you say,
What the
there you go. I love it. I will roll with that one. Let's give out some game balls. I'm starting here with Hammer's guy, Tyree Wilson. He definitely deserves a game ball. Look, man, the kid is starting to slowly but surely, week in and week out, show some life. 4 total tackles. He had 3 solo. He had a sack. He had 2 tackles for loss. He had a QB hit. But more importantly, he has played the run really well, Hammer. If you really look at the tape and you really get an opportunity to check him out, yeah, he's still late off the line. Yeah, he's still slower than everybody else on that defensive line. But the one thing he's been doing is been playing a run effectively. He has. I mean, Denver, they only had 50, maybe 60 yards, I believe, on the ground, 63 yards on the ground. And think about this. One of them came on an 18-yard gain from McLaughlin. So we kept that run game real silent all game long. I got to give Tyree Wilson the game ball, man. He was a baller yesterday. He was a baller.
The fact that you had him stand up a couple of times, and that's where he had the tackle for a loss, I was just like, ew,
yeah.
Keep doing this shit, man.
Yep, game ball to Tyree. All the shit we talk about him, he gets a game ball. You know what? Draw up that what the fuck one more time.
What the fuck?
Harper dropped a pick right in his hands that could have turned that game over. No pun intended. There you go. I love that. Salute to Zero. What in the fuck? Salute to you. Another game ball, man. Give us Sincere McCormick one.
Give Sincere McCormick one.
He took advantage of those 5 reps. One a long of 19. I believe another one was like 11 yards. Yep. Averaged 6.6 a clip and only got the ball 5 times. That needs to change moving forward. Give Sincere McCormick a game ball. And you know what, y'all? You got to give Jacoby one. 10 receptions, 121 yards, averaged 12.1 a clip. You have to give Jacoby one. I'll even give Trey Tucker one. 7 receptions, 82 yards. Why not?
If I remember correctly, I think Jacoby Myers got me like 22 fantasy points yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Jacoby was balling, bro.
Yeah. 22.1 fantasy points yesterday. Like, he put that work in yesterday.
And I'm being biased. Yes, Paul. I'm giving Dylan Lowby one for that nice big kick return. There's not a lot of things that we can be proud of this team. But I'm definitely looking at that. And at the end of the season, we'll probably look at that one specific play as one bright spot this season was that big return from Dylan. So I'm definitely giving Dylan, our guy, friend of the show, a game ball as well for showing up on that big play that put us already in Denver territory. You know what I mean? So definitely. There you go. Other than that, you guys, I don't really know. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't really want to give. DCam had the most tackles. He had 8 total. He had 5 solo. He had a pass defense, but he was getting cooked by Sutton all game long. That was a baptism by fire. And to be real with you guys, I know you guys are going to beat up on Richardson, and rightfully so. He didn't play. It's a rookie. Rookie season. This is a kid that's playing one of the most underrated wide receivers in the league. You got to give him some credit that he's out there playing against Cortland Sutton, their number one option at the wide receiver position. So, I'm gonna give him his flowers. I don't want to give him a what the fuck because he's been forced out there his rookie year. We're supposed to have Jacorian and Jack Jones as our bookend guys, and he's just kind of learning on the fly here. But he's made some plays as well. He's made some plays. So I love that you said that too. He said, give a game ball to AJ Cole. Definitely. Best quarterback that we had on the roster yesterday. Salute to my guy, DeMarcus, as well.
Just had me blown away when I saw Devon Diablo catch that. I was like, wait, what?
Like, what in the fuck just happened?
Number 5. I'm like, that is not Devon Diablo. Who the hell is that?
I think I screenshotted. There we go. Salute to DeMarcus. Salute to NFL on CBS. They put this on Twitter, you guys. The Raiders have the worst marks in the NFL for giveaways, 22.
Mm-hmm.
Takeaways, 5. Only 5. Turnover margin, -17. The only team that ever finished worst in all these categories in the season was the 0-16 Browns in 2017.
Oh, another
that's how bad this football team is.
Another fun fact stat for yesterday. Bo Nix is the first rookie quarterback to sweep a season series against the Raiders since 1979.
Wow. Hey, give the young kid his flowers, man. He went out there, absolutely obliterated this defense. He had to throw the football a lot. You know what's crazy, bro? This is insane. He didn't turn the ball over, so I'm gonna give him a little credit. He has the same attempts as Gardner Minshew. They're both 25 for 42, both of them. The exact numbers. But the one thing was he threw for 273. Gardner threw for 230. Bo Nix averaged 6.5 per pass. Gardner 5.5. The difference in all this was 2 touchdowns, no turnovers, was only sacked once, compared to Gardner Minshew, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, sacked 3 times. And also the major thing is Bo Nix's QBR was 64.7. Gardner Minshew's was 36.4. So there you have it.
Mondo, he did it yesterday right after the Titans beat Houston.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much like we moved up. So
yeah. And there's conflicting reports, you guys. A lot of people have us at 3. Tankathon has us at 3. And then Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero have us at 2 right now because of strength of schedule. So it looks like the Giants are at 1, we're at 2. So regardless, if the NFL ended today, we would have either a Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders in Las Vegas at the quarterback 1 spot. So there you have it, man. Salute once again, man, to everybody here in the building. Not a lot to talk about, you guys. Kind of wanted to go over this game, talk about the Daniel Jones situation. He has been officially cleared, from the waiver wire. Went. Nobody picked him up. He is an unrestricted free agent. He can go anywhere he wants right now. A lot of people are tying him to our organization. I do believe he'll go to a contender before this season is up, and then maybe we can come back to this situation in the offseason. We shall see. But that's the update on Daniel Jones. And it looks like Baltimore, the Niners, and there was another team,
Minnesota,
that are looking at him right now to add to their quarterback room. Other than that, you guys, we will be active all week long as always. I'll be doing the game Friday. I don't know if Hammer's going to be there yet. He has work and the game is early, but we shall see. Either way, we'll be having the game going this Friday. Maybe Dylan tomorrow. I'm going to follow up with him and see if he's free to go tomorrow. But we may have a Dylan Lowby sighting here in the next few days or so. So stay tuned for that. Graph and Wasted before Friday. We'll definitely be doing that. And then the AFC West Roundtable tomorrow night. We'll be talking everything AFC West Roundtable. So make sure you guys tune in. Hammer, what you got going on, brother?
Looking at this and seeing what somebody just said in the chat, Shedeur Sanders might face a suspension for that whole little bump with the referee during the game against Kansas.
Cool. Hey, he won't be hurt. Hey, sit him for the rest of the season. I'm here for it. Hey, that brutal hit that he took to the legs.
That was filthy, bro.
Sit his ass down somewhere, allow him to just be healthy going to the offseason. I'm cool with that. But as always, you guys, salute to once again to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This live stream was powered by BetUS. Head over there. Get 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits. All while using promo code YouTube150, up to $2,000, fastest payouts in the industry. Once again, salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This live stream was powered by BetUS, and Hammer got some other things going on as well in terms of some advertising.
Last one. Coldest water bottle is here to keep your drinks ice cold for up to 36 hours, no matter where your adventures take you. Black Friday only, huge discounts, up to 60% off. Your purchase is over $125, and there are some gifts that are getting thrown in there too. Check out coldest.com/Hammer's House to get their discount today.
There you go. Salute to them as well, man. And salute to all of you guys for rocking with us as always. I may double dip tomorrow, you guys. So regardless, we'll be back tomorrow. We got a lot going on. But salute, as always. Go jump over to Wasted's stream. He's going live. Go jump over there with our brother. Go support him. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We are out.
And when I like butt cheeks.
I know Jerome is coming up and he's going to blow the house out, but